All right, here we go. 600 Breezy. Welcome back.
Back, man.
Welcome back. Our third interview.
Yeah.
Our third interview.
Yeah.
Before we talk about anything else, you got a new project.
Yep.
Retaliation.
Retaliation.
Why that name, first of all?
It's like, that's how I feel about the music and the project. It's like it's retaliation. It's a comeback. It's just anybody who doubted me, anybody just, retaliation it was just a word to sum it all up for me. Cause it's like, all right, I did a lot of jail time. I had a lot of certain little things happening in my career, and I feel like this project is just like retaliation towards the haters, towards everything. Like, it just makes sense. The name made sense to me.
Okay, and I've seen the cover.
Yeah.
And you basically put all your mugshots.
That's not even all of them. That's the crazy part. That's not even all. It's more, but it's a majority. Yeah.
Okay, I never realized you had dreads at one point.
Oh yeah. That was before the rap career though.
Right. I was going to say the whole time I've known you, you've always had short hair.
Yeah. The dreads was it was treacherous time. I was young. I was probably like 19. So it was like I was doing young dude stuff. Like,
right.
So I was loose. So I cut the dreads, and I never grown back.
Okay, and the song you released first is 11 Gunz.
Yeah.
Okay, why that name first of all?
That was just one of the first lines in the song. Like, I pull up to your funeral, 11 guns. Never had to watch MTV to see a Reverend run.
Right.
And like that line was factual, but. Yeah, that's why I just chose 11 guns. It's like instead of a 21 gun salute, it's like 11 gun salute too.
Okay. And when you say it was factual, I mean, I've heard stories of shootouts in Chicago happening at funerals and that type of thing. I'm not saying that you did it.
I don't gotta dig deep into it.
Right. But this is the thing that actually happens. Like I said, we're not going to talk about whatever you did, but I've heard of situations in Chicago.
It's bad. Yeah. Like, it'll be a funeral and then the funeral will get shot up. It'd be like somebody else gets shot at the funeral, but it's just Chicago. It's treacherous, bro. It's like, the wars has never stopped. It's hereditary. It's gonna keep going. So it's just, I don't know how all them guns got in Chicago anyway. So
yeah.
No.
Well, and in the 11 Gunz video, you're actually at a cemetery.
Yeah. But that was Aze though. He got the From the Block series.
Yeah.
And
he didn't do it at cemeteries, you know what I'm saying? Like, you seen in people's projects and all that. The cemetery is kind of unique.
Yeah, because it was like, majority of stuff I rap about is the stuff I seen in Chicago. So it's like, when people think of Chicago, they think of gangs and death, murder. And so it was just like, shit, let's just do it from the cemetery. Like,
okay.
The shit I was talking about, it was like, it fit. So I ain't really never seen nobody do it. Like,
no, I've never seen that before.
Yeah, I never really seen nobody do it. So I was like, shit, it's gonna be a first. I try to do different than what everybody else did.
Now, was that in Chicago, the cemetery?
Oh, no. I was in Atlanta.
Okay.
I was in Atlanta. I would have never did that in Chicago.
Oh, because it would attract too much attention?
Yeah, I wouldn't have been able to shoot that video too long. I probably could have, but ain't no telling. The shoot probably would have never got finished. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, why risk it?
Yeah.
You don't even live in Chicago anymore, right?
Oh, no. I haven't lived in Chicago since I came home in 2019.
Right,
so,
as you should.
Yeah.
As you should, because, when I think about how many young men I've interviewed that I've talked about moving out of their cities
and they
getting killed in their cities, with Jay the Youngin being the latest.
Exactly.
24 years old.
At his mom's house, too.
Ambushed by 5 people, I think. Did his dad get shot in the process also?
And they tried to make it seem like it was about his dad or whatever, but we all know, like, once you prosper and then you coming up in your own community like that, you got to think, if you had even if you ain't have beef with nobody, even if you're not in the streets or whatever, like, look at Triple X Tentacion.
Yeah.
He didn't have no beef with them guys. They just was trying to take from him. But he was at home and he had a lot of money and he driving a nice car and they like, fuck this nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like, so with Jay the Youngin situation, he probably was gang affiliate or whatever, but they ain't get no reason for 5 niggas to come kill him in front of his moms too. You know, and he just coming home showing some love. So yeah, you gotta get out that environment. Like, you gotta leave. Like, ain't no point in staying at home. You can visit, cool, yeah, it's cool to visit. But like when he just went to go visit, you're supposed to have protection around him.
Yeah, no, it's fucked up. And when you look at, like, for example, Chief Keef, once he popped, he said, I'm going to Calabasas.
He never
I'm going to go live it up. I'm going to get a mansion. I'm going to bring all my homies with me.
Yeah.
And I don't think I've seen Chief Keef in Chicago physically since then.
He hasn't been home. He hasn't been home at all, but it was a lot behind his story, though. All the people that he thought he can trust, well, majority of the people, they what we call backdoor. They didn't kill him or nothing, but they stole from him. They did some shit that people don't really know about. So he was just like, all right, I'm gone and fuck them niggas. And I'm Chief Keef, so I don't need y'all. Y'all need me, and y'all stealing from me. Like, so I'ma just go ahead and feel me, go live my life great in Cali. And he did the right thing. He ain't got to come back home.
Absolute right thing.
Yeah.
I mean, like, he don't have nothing to prove. I mean, imagine if he did. I mean, he could do a stadium in Chicago if he wanted to.
Of course, sell out. He can sell out the United Center.
Exactly.
Right now. He can sell it out every week if he wanted to.
Yeah.
Like, because he's Chief Keef. But he like said, why come home? I don't got no reason to come home. Like, put himself in harm's way. Because even the police don't even like him. Yeah. So ain't no telling. Like, he got too much to look out for. So what he did was smart.
Yeah, absolutely.